Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Offense in a bunch formation. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He's running free down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he'll just take it. This drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off play action. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Now improvising. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Georgia going up tempo. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Stockton. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. It's dropped, and oh, what a home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Snags a quick pass on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Tigers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Peoples. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught behind the line, it's Sharp. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees this defender commit. Boom. Hits the ball. Not only hits the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Sayed. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in the flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Rides the back and leaves it. Hard running there. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown LSU! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sayed. Looking left. He's got it. Sprinting away. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a two-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer. Still just a two-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got...
Turning it on! Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
But you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more... But they get him on the ground at the 20. Power football with the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Branch. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds him in by himself. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Wide open spaces. Turning on the Jets. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Like a big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. This time it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. Looking for space. It's Frazier. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Caught near the sticks. It's Humphries. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Anderson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
So many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop him.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Or maybe a double pass. Bringing the heat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. play of this drive. They'll go with a direct snap. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Pelt. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. Looking for a huge play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sharp. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at him.
dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
We've seen this offense click and hum. It's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way.
Going for the big play. Hauls it in down the sideline. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. There he goes! Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The Dogs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the ground with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And the Dogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Complete downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Makes the catch. It's dealt. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking for a man. It's Stockton. With the catch, it's Frazier. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you...
He's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Georgia. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Watkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And running east-west at this point is not going to help you win this game. You're down by a possession in a 2-minute situation. You got to catch it and get north, get the first down to stop the clock, or you got to catch it and make sure that you're somewhere close to out of bounds if you're going to try to go laterally. But that wasn't it right there.
Here's the pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. How much much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch